This is me, Hudson George, doing a live this evening. You know what I'm saying? My topic is Grenada oil and gas resources will attract more political opportunists vying for power. And the reason why I'm saying that is because in most third world countries like Grenada and the developed countries like Grenada, people are hungry or greedy or needy, so to speak, for financial wealth and a better standard of living. Now, who can blame them for that? Then you have politicians or people with political ambition who wants political power. Because where there is sugar, there must be ants. So Grenada, with its oil and gas deposit to extract, we will see lots of citizens getting involved in politics, especially when the first oil rig go up. You're going to see that. It wouldn't be like in Guyana or like Trinidad, because in Trinidad and Guyana, politics is racially divided. In Grenada, it's not race. It's geographical location, where you've been to school, and whose accent is some more British, and who think they're more revolutionary than one another. So, with the oil and gas as the big topic again, the government had town hall meeting talking about they're looking for companies to come into the oil business. You're going to see more political opportunists coming forward. Now, a lot of people who dabble in politics from the 1970s to present, they're still in the political arena. Some of them are not relevant as in the past or during the days of the revolution or after the revolution. Now we have young people involved in politics. And the young people belongs to a new generation. The young people are good at technology, modern technology, social media, and all the gadgets, and so they're good at that. The young people are not educated historically and politically. They're not willing to learn, but they're very good at modern technology. Mind you, they're educated. They're educated, but they don't know the history of Grenada, and they're not willing to know. And then you have people now who had a little good time during the PRG revolution, and they used to be in political purgatory and political limbo. And because the two political parties that evolved after the American invasion were more interested in the leadership, the politicians were more interested in securing political power. So they incorporate former PRG cadres into the political form, which is the PRG cadre cannot be tamed. Because what they believe is that they believe, and they never, the former PRG cadre never settle to follow. They want to lead, right? They want to live. They have this political predator mentality where you kill you have to destroy your opponent to survive. So presently, one party purge out the the faction of the PRG cadres they had in the fall, which is the NNP party. They purge out the the former PRG guys from the party. Now the ruling NDC, what was in the political wilderness for a long time, seems to have some confidence or advisors, technocrat from the old PRG guys in the fall. So because the PRG guys split in two. Because, these left-wing politicians, once you're not in the fold, they will liquidate you. So they didn't get the chance to liquidate each other when they were in the first NDC party. Because the political climate, they couldn't kill each other. Because we're under the Westminster system. So right now they split. So one group, what was in the NNP party, get kicked out. Now they're talking about new political movement. But how come people who were involved in politics since the PRG time and before the PRG time could form a new political movement? They are not new to the political action. They are all veterans in politics and they're not useful. The resume is long. The political resume or the political civic is very long. We know all about them. So there is nothing new. They could say they come in with a new movement to attract voters. We know where they are. So anyway, but basically, what I'm saying is that with the oil and gas in Grenada, more and more people will get involved in politics and they will vie for power. They will find some way to get in the niche because there is money in oil. And everybody wants to capitalize. Everybody wants a better life. And former PRG guys who had access to political power during the Maurice Bishop, Bernard Code, PRG era, they taste power already. So they would like to make a comeback. Now, another thing maybe I predict will happen. When the first oil rig go, I can bet my bottom dollar that there are rural Grenadians who will show in their hat in the political ring like independents too, or make other small political parties. Because human beings looking after themselves, the basic necessity of life. So with the oil and gas now, I expect to see more political opportunists surfacing, and some of them might be the young people. If young people come up with new political parties, I won't call them opportunists. I will say they're ambitious, or they want piece of the oil and gas pie, and you can blame them for that. It's politics, but we have to watch and see. But when I look at all these former PRG people trying to be politically relevant, I joining the NNP and the NDC party. But those in the NNP, most of them are open, right? Because they don't follow. They always want to lead. If they can lead, they get vexed and they go. But some of them stay in the NNP and they keep him quiet. I don't think they're going to go for power. But those in the NDC, They are the technocrat for the government because the people in the ministers in the NDC government are rookies, political rookies. They might be educated, but they don't have political experience. You know what I'm saying? So the PRG people inside the NDC party, they call in the shots. They could call some shots. But I want to predict with the Donald Trump policies that is not looking too good for Caribbean people. I think the young NDC government might have to divert themselves from some of these former PRG people. Because what I observe, PRG people, they don't understand Westminster system of politics. They don't want to accept it, they don't understand it, and they're not willing to learn. So if the present prime minister doesn't put the foot down, they will cause him a downfall. Because I was watching NDC chapter meeting in New York, and one person who in the audience came up to the microphone not to ask a question, but he said to make a statement. And the statement he made is, it sounds like, let us eliminate the opposition by any means necessary. For example, and the guy is not a young man. Man is a big man, big macho guy. He doesn't understand. All he knows, he is an NDC supporter. He doesn't know, he just seems to know that the functions of the legislature, parliament, the proceedings, the culture of the parliament, and the laws of the country based on a Westminster system of government. So he's telling the MPs, the two MPs who came to talk to them, cut off any financial assistance to the opposition, elected opposition members of parliament. Because in this guy's head, he's still thinking like Maurice Bishop and Bonnet God. Let us eliminate our opposition, not knowing he is so ignorant and doom. He doesn't know that the NDC government have to go back to the polls in France. You understand? And he is so doom. He thinks we've been ruled by the guns. He doesn't know that the Grenada constitution is no longer been suspended. So, with the oil and gas in Grenada, you will see a lot of opportunists, political opportunists around. And you will see more and more supporters of the government and the opposition in argument that certain things that should be discussed in a civil way. For example, if any Grenadian asks question about CBI, you ask anything about pension plan, the government supporters want to tear you down. You understand? which shouldn't be because we're living in a democracy. We should be able to defend what they believe instead of cursing each other. Another thing again, too. There are people again, persons who in the NDC political party, in terms of in the diaspora, but I see them as political refugee or like political misfits trying to remain relevant. Because deep in these people, I know they're not NDC. Most of them, not all of them belong, they still believing in the Grenada Revolution. And the sad thing about it, the NDC party was not formed by former PRG people. Neither the NNPP party was not formed by former PRG people. The thing is that the former PRG people never form a political party. They hijacked the Jewel movement. And they were hoping they could hijack the NNP party or the NDC party. But now, those who try to hijack the NNP party, they say they're forming a movement. Well, how can you form a movement when you're not new in politics? You don't have no new idea. We know the leaders and the organizers, we know about them. So it can be a new movement. And those in the NDC were advising the rookie government that we have. Based on the policies the government is making, we could tell it's they who advising the government on these policies. But at the present situation we have with Donald Trump in the Caribbean, now, I think these people are only, they will only put Grenada in poor-belly aspect with Donald Trump policies toward the Caribbean. That's what I think. So, with the oil and gas, we will see more political opportunists and other political figures who want to be relevant. But there's some again is oil and gas, they want money. One piece of the political pie. They will be throwing their hands in the political ring. And I know profit. I believe one day you will see some rural Grenadian maybe come up with a political party and say they're vying too. So it is kind of the situation that is how I look at it now with the politics in Grenada. But anyway, this is me, Hudson George. This is all I have to say. I gone till I come again.